Kauai, the oldest and most tropical of the Hawaiian Islands, was born over 5 million years ago when the ocean floor erupted in a massive volcano. And for the next million years, the eruptions continued. And from 15,000 feet below the surface of the sea, the lava continued to build and finally pushed through the water to become Kauai. The bubbling lava from what we now call Mount Waialeale eventually stopped. And for millions of years, Mother Nature continued to put the finishing touches on what today is considered to be the most beautiful of the Hawaiian Islands, the Garden Isle, Kauai. Mark Twain called it the Grand Canyon of the Pacific when he traveled through it on a mule in the 1860s. But actually, it's far more colorful than the mainland's canyon. It's Kauai's breathtaking Waimea Canyon. The dominant red color of the soil comes from high bauxite content, which is common to all the islands. But beautiful shades of brown, green, and red color this deep gorge like an artist's palette that is constantly changed by the shifting cloud shadows. Millions of years of erosion helps to show us how the canyon was formed. The volcano that created Kauai also created each of the horizontal lines that run across the face of the canyon walls. Each line represents a separate volcanic eruption and the resulting lava flow.
Dream-filled beauty of my garden deep in slumber, kissed by misty summer rain. Come with me, come let's see all your beauty. Pua'olena,
In this relatively untouched area of Kauai, a special way to experience the beauty and majesty of the canyon is by helicopter. From this breathtaking bird's eye view, you'll get a rare opportunity to see and photograph this multicolored natural wonder that offers some of the most spectacular scenery in the world. The thrill of a helicopter ride through Waimea Canyon is something you'll long remember, as it gives you a vantage point that Mark Twain never dreamed of. A different perspective on one of Mother Nature's masterpieces. Kauai has long resisted the intrusion of civilization, and a perfect example is the natural beauty of Waimea Canyon.
Come with me, come let's see all your beauty. Pua'olena, pua'olena. Of your beauty, pua'olena,
At the end of this twisting canyon lies one of the most spectacular sights of Kauai, the Napali Coast. In Hawaiian, Napali means the cliffs.
ana hoe o ke I ka mea nui o halalai ka nuku manu tama iho o e ke hui ana hoe o ke I ka mea nui o halalai ka nuku manu o ka hana I o halala ka hapapai ki ka la aia a ka lawe a e oe ai pono I ho halala o ka hana ia o halala ka hapapai ki ka la ha aia ka lawe a e oe ai pono I ho halala tama I ho ma I ho lala hu I kai ale una na mele o ka hope oe I ho ai pe huai ko nuku a tau mai ho lala hu I kai ale una na mele o ka hope oe I ho ai pe huai ko ua pa kia ha pa you know my name Hanga mai ka buana o halalai ka nukumanu Haua pa kia hapa You know my name Hanga mai ka buana o halalai ka nukumanu
The volcano that gave birth to Kauai is known today as Mount Waialeale. The volcanic flume towering over the crater rises to a height of 3,000 feet, but it's rarely seen from below as the summit is shrouded in clouds nearly 90% of the time. The ancient Hawaiians believed that their gods sat in those clouds and determined their fate. A testament to the beauty of Kauai, the name Waialeale is very appropriate because it means shimmering waters or a rippling on the water. And water is something the top of this mountain certainly has. It's considered to be the wettest spot on Earth with an annual average rainfall nearing 460 inches. Among the gods who were believed to live in the clouds was Kani, the god of living creatures, the spirit of living water, the god of sunlight, lord of the forest and of all the creatures that dwelt in them. Many temples were built around the island to honor the gods, and Waialeale is the most sacred area of Kauai. Before the intrusion of the Western world, Hawaiians believed that their strongest weapon against an enemy was the bones of their ruling class, their alihi. To protect the bones from theft, a secret burial place would be chosen along a steep pali or cliff. A highly regarded volunteer would be lowered along with the remains. Once the burial was complete, the volunteer would seal the site. Then, to protect the location, the ropes holding the volunteer were cut, sending him to his death and protecting forever the exact location of the burial cave. The Hawaiians were and still are sensitive to the world around them. They chanted for the protection of the hills, the streams, the trees, the seashore, and the ever-present clouds, and they celebrated their beauty. Today, Mount Waialeale stands as a symbol of the ancient Hawaiians and allows visitors from the world over to celebrate that same beauty, to marvel at the myriad of waterfalls created by the intense rainfall, water that cascades down the slopes of Mount Waialeale to form the Wailua River and feed the great watershed of Kauai, the Alakai Swamp. At the center of the island, standing over 5,000 feet tall, is where it began, the volcano, Waialeale.